Well, guys, first stream in a little while. For this match reaction and player ratings for a little while, and it's worth it because we've got a lot to get into today. How on earth we survived that at the end, I do not know, but I do not care. 3 points is 3 points. Sometimes you've got to do it the hard way, which is what we did today. There will be games where it comes easier than what it was today. You know, we were 3-0 up at half time. We nearly bottled it in the second half. But yeah, it's a North London derby. We win the North London derby, and you know the title is still on. Not to say we'll win it, but the title is still on. There's a lot to get into today. David Raya, yeah, had a bit of a stinker. Martinelli when he came on, you know, we'll get into that, but we'll stay positive at the moment. 60 million down the drain. Kai Havertz scores again. Bukayo Saka running down the wing. Saka. Hear the Arsenal sing. Saka. Højbjerg today. I thought he was pretty good. But to be fair, we'll start off. Well, I thought that Mickey van der Ven for Spurs was actually very impressive. You know, especially at the end. There were a few scenarios where Kai Havertz was through, Gabriel Martinelli was through 1-on-1, but you know he's just so tall and so pacey. He got back in time and helped defensively for Spurs. And then for Spurs as well, James Maddison was quiet. Son probably should have had a few. Romero should have easily had a hat trick. But yeah, I think Spurs created good chances, but they just wouldn't take any of them. They wouldn't take any of them. And I think we got lucky today. We got lucky to get all 3 points out of that game. First half, I thought we were great. We were the better side. Again, Spurs creating better chances, but you know, we defended very well. But it was in that second half where we just switched off completely. You know, Declan Rice gave away the penalty. David Raya with, well, the less said the better, I think, about that from David Raya. And the penalty from Son, I've only seen it once, but I think David Raya, he's kind of got to get to that a little bit more. But we'll get Fotmob up now. See what Fotmob has to say. What has Fotmob got to say? Bosh. Fotmob. Michael Oliver was very soft today. I thought it was a very feisty game. Quite a lot of it was a derby. It was a derby. We'll just stick with that. The momentum here kind of gives the game away. I'm not gonna lie. In the stats as well. This can't have been right. In the second half, I thought we had a lot more of the ball. It was basically first half. Spurs had more of the ball, but didn't do anything with it, and we punished them. And in the second half, we had more of the ball, but we didn't do anything with it. David Raya, I don't like him. I don't like David Raya. Not to say that Ramsdale should be back in the team, but just get this guy out for me. Ben White, I thought he was good today. Yeah, he was good. What I like about Ben White is on set pieces, he can just be that annoying guy. And I think that does help us with our set pieces. I think he plays a big part in that. Saliba Saliba and Gabriel were both immense in that first half, but in that second half, the goals weren't really their fault. It was just the amount of pressure that Son, Richarlison, and Kulusevski, who I thought was Spurs' best player, by the way, Kulusevski. But yeah, I thought first half they were very good, but second half they needed improving. Tomiyasu, he had a bit of a weird game. I'm not gonna lie, because defensively he seemed a bit shaky. He seemed a bit shaky defensively. I'm not gonna lie, but in all fairness to him, he was taking a derby as a derby. You know, he was on Kulusevski non-stop. He was on Son a lot. You know, there'd be times where Kulusevski would run over here and Tomiyasu would just follow him. Tomiyasu was just man marking Kulusevski the whole game. Which, make of that what you will. Kind of let Kulusevski, you know, it let Kulusevski kind of control that area of the pitch. But yeah, Partey, I thought there were moments where he was good and moments where he looked a bit off. Maybe it's because he's not really played that much this season. But for me, I would like to see Jorginho in the team. Who we play next? Bournemouth at home. Oh, Partey. I think Partey, people say he's our most important player. But no, I think last season you can argue he was up there, but this season I don't think so. Odegaard today, people say he's gone quiet. I didn't think he was quiet. He didn't have his best game, but it wasn't his worst either. Yeah. Saka, for me, man of the match for us. I think he was the best player. People give it to Havertz, and fair enough, Havertz had a very good game, but Saka, for me, I think Saka was great. Bukayo Saka running down the wing, Saka. Trossard again. I think defensively, you know, he put in a very good shift, but going forward, I actually think Trossard had a very good game. I think he didn't deserve to be hooked off. And Martinelli wasn't great when he came on. I don't think he was better than Trossard. And 60 million down the drain. Kai Havertz scores again. Thank you, Chelsea. Yeah, Kai Havertz. He was great today. He was great. Sub. Well, I'm not really going to rate Kiwior. Did he even have a touch? Yeah, 2 touches. Yeah, says a lot. I'm not going to rate him because he was on for like 2 minutes. Martinelli, when he came on, I want the old Martinelli back. I'm going to be honest. I want the old Martinelli back. I want to see what the old Martinelli would do in this team, because this season he's just not been the same as he was last season. Last season he was our top goal scorer, and he, you know, he was a danger to most teams. But this season, when he started, he's not looked great, and when he's come off the bench, you know, he's not had the best of times. Yes, he's had the good moments, like the brace against Palace, the goal against City, the goal against Liverpool. But I would have liked to see someone like, I don't know, Nketiah, Jesus. You know, I think they should be coming on over Martinelli. I'm gonna say it. I don't think they were great, Martinelli. But yeah, Timber has been playing for the under-23s recently. I think they beat Liverpool today. Timber. I mean, Zinchenko, not leaving him on the bench, I think that was a good idea. because Zinchenko in moments like this we saw last season can lose his head. Jorginho, I wanted this guy on at half time, to be honest. I wanted this guy on at half time for Thomas Partey. I really don't see the Thomas Partey hype anymore. Other players on the bench, that's pretty much it. Fabio Vieira, if he had come on, I wouldn't have been moaning. Smith Rowe, I mean, is his time at Arsenal done now? I hope not. But we'll get into player ratings, I suppose. We'll do that after I've gone through comments. Ryan tunes in the chat. Hello, Ryan. Can I join the StreamYard? I mean, I can put the link in the chat, but whether it will work or not, we'll have to find out. Gunners Goat. Big up Gunners Goat. No. Okay. I cannot send a link from my YouTube chat. It will not work. I'll fix that for future streams. Rory, oh my days, he's back. I know it's been a little while. I thought I'd hop on because it's a game that's, it was worthy talking about. Big up, says Matt. Come on, you Gunners, Luca. Come on, you Gunners, Jay. Yes. Thank God we won, to be honest. Yeah, that was intense, especially like last 10, 20 minutes. As soon as Romero scored, they looked so much more dangerous. But yeah, I'm good. Thanks, Luca. You're good. That's good. Did man just say Raya out? Well, look, I'm gonna say it. He's not really had moments where it's like, oh my days, he just won us the game. He's not really had that moment, and he was brought in for his distribution, and he's made more errors than in his first season than Ramsdale did in his Arsenal career. And that's not me saying get Ramsdale back in the team. I'm not going to start this whole debate again. But for me, the reason why we've got this many clean sheets and that David Raya is winning the Golden Glove, that's not an achievement for David Raya. That is an achievement for this Arsenal defence. That's an achievement for Saliba, Gabriel, Ben White, Tomiyasu, Kivior. You couldn't argue David Raya was a part of that, but for me, he didn't play a massive part as much as our defenders did. I mean, I don't think he did. And people will say, he's up there as the best goalkeeper in the league. It's the defence that makes us look good. It's the defence that keeps the clean sheets. Attacks win you games. Attacks won us this game. But overall, it's the defence that's won us this title if we go on to win it. But, yeah, we'll do player ratings now. How am I going to do this? How am I supposed to do player ratings? I actually forgot how to do player ratings, so I guess we'll do it through the chat. David Raya. What are we going to rate David Raya today? He made the mistake for the goal. He didn't look great today. I'm going to be honest. He didn't look great today. For me, if average is 5, 6, I'll probably give him 4 or 5, if I'm going to be completely honest. Because, cool, you can say Ramsdale lost it at the end of last season. He lost his head. He lost concentration. But Raya's proving that he's doing the exact same. Rory says Raya 6. No, that's too high. It's either a 4 or a 5. And I can't choose, so I'm just going to go 4.5. David Raya, 4.5 for me. Moving on, though. Ben White, who I actually thought had a solid game today. He put in a good shift. You didn't see Johnson in this game, You didn't see Werner when he was on the pitch for this game either. So I think, Ben White, big up Ben White. And I told you, set pieces, him being that nuisance, that annoying presence in the box for opposition and even our set pieces. It's a big part that he's playing, and people won't look at that. So for me, Ben White, 8 or a 9. 8 or a 9 for me. White 8. Yeah, I agree. 8 or a 9, I'll give him an 8. But for me, he's up there as a 9. He's up there as man of the match today. Rye's handling's really good. Rye's handling was really good with his handling after, though. Yeah, but I'm not gonna lie. I don't see it with Raya. There's no point in playing Ramsdale now because we saw what happened when Ramsdale came into the team with Brentford. When he's not played for so long, we see what that leads to. So I wouldn't put Ramsdale back in, but I don't like Raya. I just don't like him. I've said it since we signed him. I don't see the hype in him. But anyway, Saliba, I said solid first half. Did you see that when White United Vicario's glove for that corner? Yeah. I mean, that's what I mean. It plays a big part. Did we go on to score from that corner, or was it one after? But yeah, it does help having that annoying presence. And for me, he's up there as man of the match for that alone today. Saliba, I said, brilliant in the first half. Second half, I think the whole team looked a bit shaky. But Saliba, for me, 7. I think 7's fair. 7 or an 8. But I'm going to go Saliba gets a 7 for me. I think that's fair, considering he was good in the first half. But moving on to his centre-back partner, Gabriel. Our wall at the back is Gabriel. He was good today. He was good. I think, again, in the first half, he was great. He was very good at the back. Second half, well, it wasn't his fault for the penalty, and it wasn't his fault for the goal. So, I mean, I think it's fair to give him the same as Saliba. I'm going to give him a 7, Gabriel. Tomiyasu. This one could be interesting. Tomiyasu. I think out of the whole back four, he was probably the weakest one today. People say that's harsh, but Kulusevski owned that side of the pitch. I thought Kulusevski was great today. Very good. Gave Tomiyasu a tough game. For me, Tomiyasu gets a 6 and nothing more. Nothing more than a 6. Maybe a 7, but I think I'm leaning more towards a 6. 6 for me. I'm giving him a 6. Midfield, Thomas Partey. What do we give Partey today? He was good on the... I mean, he was good on the ball, off the ball, under pressure on the ball. This guy looks shaky, Partey. I'm not convinced of him. If he left in the summer, I don't think I'd be complaining. As much as he'd be probably a good squad player. Or I don't think this guy would be a good squad player. The guy needs to play. And I don't see it. I don't see what he brings to the team. because Jorginho brings the exact same. And Jorginho is a lot calmer, keeps his focus a lot more. You know, I think Partey for me, probably a 6. Probably a 6. And I think that's fair. People might disagree, but 6 for me, nothing more. He doesn't bring anything more to the team than Jorginho does. Anyway, Declan Rice. I mean, gave away the penalty. It was a penalty. It was a penalty. I thought he was good. You know, but the cross in for the corner from Havertz, or to Havertz, I should say, was a good cross. It's probably an average performance from Rice today. Probably a 6 for me as well. And I think it's the exact same for Odegaard. I think not just in that second half, but the whole game, for me, our midfield was lacking a bit, especially in the second half. I think in the first half they looked good, but second half, nah, we got run over in the second half. Anyway, we'll start the attack with Bukayo Saka. And honestly, Saka today, I actually love watching this guy play. Saka, 10 out of 10 for me. 10 out of 10, man of the match. Man of the match, Saka. I love this guy. I love watching him play. His goal, the pass from Havertz is insane. It's perfect. And then Saka, he just gave Ben Davies a hard time during the whole game. This guy is incredible. He's on 15 now in the Premier League. And I said at the start of the season, Saka would get 15 to 20 goals this season. And he has now reached that. He has now reached that. I will find the clip later. Yeah, Saka, he gets 10 out of 10 for me. Trossard on the other side. I thought he put in a very good shift today. Defensively at the back, I thought he was very good. Very good. And going forward, all that was lacking was a goal for him. And for me, he gets a 7. He gets a 7. Hold on. There it is. Trossard gets a 7 out of 10 for me. And Havertz. What more do I need to say? Kai Havertz. 60 million down the drain. Kai Havertz scores again. He gets a 9 for me. I think Saka edges man of the match. I don't know who they actually gave man of the match to in the end. It was probably either Saka or Havertz, though. We'll have a look. The fan vote was Kai Havertz, but I don't know who the official man of the match was. I'll try and find it. With the Premier League have said yet? No. They have not. The Premier League have not said who man of the match was given to. But I think it was officially given to Kai Havertz. But I would have given it to Saka. But Kai Havertz, goal, assist, set piece FC's back. We cooked Spurs today. We cooked them in that first half. Second half was shaky, but we managed to get through it. And yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up there. We made it through the game, and yeah, Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Come on, you Gunners.